Hi, guys. Welcome to a brand new season of the Balance Tips Tuesday podcast and IGTV series. I'm Amira, your podcast host and the author of Goal Setting 101. So I said to myself in March that I would have an intro to this podcast done, and I don't. But here I am taking imperfect action regardless, because done is better than perfect. Last month in the podcast, we explored why we're going to be working on our goals. And in this month, we're going to be talking about the current self and the ideal self and how we can get clear on who we are right now and who we want to be in the future that will help us move from contemplation to preparing to take action on our goals. In this week's episode, we're going to be discussing who your current self is, and I'll leave you with an exercise that will help you practice mindfulness so that you can get in touch with yourself and create self-awareness. Your current self is who you are in this current moment. So it's not who you were a month ago, it's not who you were a year ago, it's also not who you want to be in the future. It's who you are right now. And it's important to get clear on who your current self is so that you can become aware and are able to make a change to who you want to be. You need to become aware of your current self before you make a change. This is because we can't really change who we are if we're not sure of ourselves. So who we believe our current self to be is also the story that we're telling ourselves. So oftentimes that story is messy and complicated, and it's also riddled in things from the past that are popping up and becoming who we believe ourselves to be. And oftentimes the story that we tell ourselves is not an accurate depiction of who we truly are. So you might tell yourself that you're lazy because you're used to not being very active. And even when you become active, you might still have this voice in your head telling you that you're being lazy. On the other side of it, you may have been very active and now you're not as active. And you might have this story replaying in your head that you're really active. And unless we get clear on who we really are, whether that be that we're being a little lazier right now or not being as active, or we're being super active, we need to get clear on who it is we are before we can decide to make a change. If you believe yourself to be active and you're actually not working out that much, then why would you ever make a change? The best way that you can start creating self-awareness and learning about your current self is actually to adopt a practice of mindfulness. So mindfulness brings us back to the current moment, and that forgets all of who we were in the past and all of who we want to be in the future, and it brings us back to who we are right now. So tomorrow I'll be putting up a post all about how you can get started with a breathing mindfulness practice. But today I'm going to share with you my favorite way to get in touch with my current self every single day. And I'm not perfect. Some days I forget to do this, but on the days that I really remember to practice this exercise, it really transforms the way that I show up in my day. So my favorite thing to do is at one point in my day, ask myself these two questions. The first question being, how do I feel right now? And I come up with a couple feelings of how I feel right now by looking at a feelings wheel. You can Google it. It's called Feelings Wheel. And just picking the top emotions. The second question I ask myself is, what do I need right now? Do I need a hug? Do I need a bath? Do I need to sleep? Do I need to continue working and releasing my creative energy? I just come back and ask myself what I need right now, and then I make time to give that to myself. So these are my two questions that I ask myself. How do I feel right now, and what do I need right now? And that's the best way that I can come back to my current self, and that helps me make a change, because I couldn't make a change to my current self if I wasn't aware of what I needed. And that helps my future self out, because I feel more fulfilled and more joyful in my days when I'm giving myself what I need and when I'm in touch with my emotions. I definitely recommend Googling the feelings wheel this week and getting in touch with how you feel each day. because next week we're going to be talking about how we want to feel in the future, and it's important to know how you feel right now so that you know where you'd like to make a change. It's really hard to change how you feel. So instead, we always tackle our actions and our thoughts, and that actually helps us drive us towards how we want to feel. We'll be discussing this all next week, though, so get ready to get in touch with your feelings. As always, you can sign up to get 2 free chapters of the Goal Setting 101 ebook by clicking the link in the caption of this video or podcast episode. Get on the email list to get tips on goal setting every single week. I'll also be adding something new in March where I'll be sharing some ideas that you can use to drive your Instagram or Facebook content forward for the following week. If you're watching this IGTV video, then check in right now. Tell me in the comments below how you feel right now in this moment. See you next week. Bye.